Como ya sabréis muchos de vosotros, hace poco Lego anunció una colaboración con Nintendo y he tenido la oportunidad de hacer una entrevista al encargado de llevar este proyecto, Bennink. Ayer mismo estuve hablando con él vía streaming, me enseñó cosas muy chulas, ¿vale? Tenía ahí lo que es el juego y me enseñó un poquito cómo reaccionaba Mario según qué situaciones. Así que veréis de primera mano mucha información de cómo funciona todo este proyecto de Lego con Nintendo. La parte de la entrevista donde él habla está en inglés, pero tenéis abajo subtítulos, así que no os perderéis. Los subtítulos los he hecho yo, así que espero que no estén del todo equivocados. No soy ningún filólogo inglés, ni tampoco soy el mejor hablando en inglés, pero aún así he hecho lo posible para que se entienda en estos subtítulos. Y además no os preocupéis porque las preguntas las diré yo en castellano. Pues al final le he dado un buen curro a este vídeo, así que darle un fuerte like a este vídeo para apoyarlo, suscríbete a mi canal si te gusta Nintendo Switch y empezamos ya con la entrevista. Primero de todo lo que hizo antes de la entrevista fue un poquito mostrarme cómo funcionaba todo mediante un vídeo que veréis hoy mismo, que ya habréis visto, supongo, ¿vale? Ya además tenía por ahí cerca una pieza fundamental de una de las expansiones.
But I can just quickly demonstrate it here.
Oh,
I have made with a gray bricks because we are not allowed to take the
okay,
ones,
don't worry.
home because they are. Alright, here you go. So here basically we go from left to right.
Yes.
And if we hit the sides, then you can see if I hit the sides, Mario loses a little bit of time. But if you're really good, you can get a lot of coins by getting one coin at the same time, then 2 coins at the same time. But if you hit, it resets again. You can basically just do it as long as you want, and then you continue. You can continue the level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pero antes de empezar le dije que se presentara ante todos vosotros.
Yeah. So my name is Bennink. I worked at Lego for 6 years, and 4 years ago, I was given the creative lead on the Lego side of the Nintendo Lego collaboration. And I've worked for 4 years on it, very closely with the team at Lego and with the team at Nintendo. And Nintendo's creative lead is Tezuka-san. Right now, I'm as we move to production, the team of course gets a lot bigger, and I'm in charge of all the digital reactions of Mario.
Yes. Okay.
And also the development of the companion app.
Y empezamos con la primera pregunta de todas. ¿En qué momento surgió la idea de crear niveles de Super Mario con Lego?
So that is about 1 year into the development. So that was in 2017.
Yes.
Pretty early on in development, in the first months, actually, we already made an interactive Mario. He doesn't look anything as cute as he does now. He was very rough, but we already liked the idea of to have an interactive character and to bring Mario to the Lego world. We didn't really know what to do with it yet. And then in one of the online calls, we came up with the idea of the start and the finish, and that anything that you build in between would be a level. And that really added the Lego DNA to the product. Because having an interactive character is, of course, that's a very Nintendo product.
Yes.
But we didn't have the creativeness in there. And building a levels and not giving you an exact idea of what you need to build, but you have to come up with it yourself. That's really what Lego is, of course, all about.
¿Cómo fue tu primer contacto con Nintendo y cuál fue tu primera reacción?
That was actually 4.5 years ago. Not for me, but that was when my boss basically went to Kyoto to talk to Nintendo about what we could potentially do together. And then half a year later, we organized a workshop in Billund in Denmark, where we asked the Nintendo team to come over. And then we had about 30 designers from Lego who all coming up with like different ideas of what we could do together. And then the Nintendo team and my team were kind of judging and thinking of like what could we like do together. But you know, it's always been a life dream of me to work at Lego, and you know, that influenced about half my childhood, and the other half was Nintendo's products. So Super Mario 64 and the GameCube especially is my favorite console probably. And then to be able to work on the Lego Nintendo collaboration, I didn't even know I had that dream. You know?
Yes.
That was a really magical moment for me. And yeah, I think I can speak for the whole team is that we're all super passionate about working with Nintendo. It's been a real honor. Yeah.
He visto que lleváis unos 4 o 5 años trabajando en este proyecto. ¿Cuánto ha evolucionado ese primer concepto hasta el día de hoy?
Well, quite a lot, as you can imagine.
Okay.
Especially in terms of like how, you know, now it's very polished. And in the beginning, we used very rough prototypes. So we would have a really badly looking 3D printed Mario and sets that were all glued together, and we were really trying to figure out the play concept, and then don't spend too much time and energy on polishing up the sets, because if you're not going to make it in the end, then it's wasted time and energy. Especially how good the line looks, how good Mario looks, and then how polished all the sets look. That's very fantastic to see evolve over those years. As for the play concept itself, in the beginning we tried a lot of different types of play, so more like Nintendo like games where you had to like move with Mario a lot and take him outside, but that wasn't very Lego. So it wasn't until we started to introduce challenges like this one, like the Piranha Plant Challenge, that we found like, this is what we need to do, because this Lego is really important in this, because you made this yourself and you can change this and you can put it anywhere in your level. But then there's the added interactivity, of course, of Mario. And then fun fact is actually that this has been 3 years already in the project.
Oh.
So the Piranha Power Slide, because it's always been the benchmark for other expansion sets. That in the coming months we will release. I can't tell you anything now, but we will release more expansion sets. But we always said like we need to make more of this type of expansion set, because I think here Mario, the good thing here is that anybody can do it. It's easy to learn, but it's actually quite tricky to master. How to get good at it is quite tricky.
Yes.
And it's also Mario is moving on a platform, and of course it's a platformer game. And Mario is moving by himself, which is quite funny to see. And you can also see that back in the other sets where he's standing on platforms, and then you don't directly touch Mario to move, but you use some sort of mechanism to move him. So it looks like he is actually in a video game.
Yes.
And other things that we tried was like putting Mario, for instance, like on his back or on his front, because then you can kind of create faster movements. But that doesn't look very natural. We always try to find a mix between what works in the game, but of course it also has to be Lego. So we have to kind of invent some challenges ourselves.
En esta colaboración de Lego con Nintendo, ¿qué hay de diferente frente a otras como por ejemplo la de Harry Potter o la de Star Wars?
So with Nintendo, what we said from the beginning 4 years ago is that we wanted to do something that only Lego and Nintendo could do together. And this also meant that we wanted to also leverage Nintendo's expertise in what they're good at. And they're also a product development company. And they're really good at making games, as you know. They're excellent at making games. And they're really good at making what I call like seamless digital interactivity. So it is very smooth, it's very simple. And I think that's the main thing that I take from this project, is that Nintendo makes things that are very simple, and it's very complex to make something simple. Because it's very easy to make something really complex, as you know. And then they're really good at it. So I think that is the main difference, is that here we don't just leverage the IP of Mario, but we also leverage what the company Nintendo is good at in terms of making their own products. So this is a true marriage. We often use the term marriage of the two companies when we work on this. So yeah, I would say it's also fairly unique for Lego to have such a close and such a long collaboration as well.
Vamos a hablar ahora sobre Mario, que es la pieza principal de este juego. ¿Podrías explicar qué misterio se esconde en su interior? ¿Esa conexión Bluetooth, por ejemplo, la tecnología de detección de bloques? ¿Cómo funcionan?
Yeah, okay. So Mario is built up around, let's see, here's the camera.
Yes.
So he's built up around a display, as you can see. It's actually one big display, but we have cutouts for the eyes, mouth, and the belly screen.
Yes.
He has a speaker, so he can talk to you. And he can play music. So I will just get, if I go on to the start.
Yes.
You get the famous Mario tune.
Wow.
And then underneath, he has a sensor, as you can see.
Yes.
And this is it's basically a camera, and it reads the Lego color palette. So here's the basic colors for Lego.
Okay.
So he can read green bricks, and those are grass.
Okay.
The yellow is the desert. The red he doesn't like
Lava.
very much.
Yes, yes. Fire or lava, no? Yeah, lava.
Yeah, let's
yes,
take
yes,
him.
yes.
Let's take him off the fire.
Okay,
And then
okay.
the blue bricks. Hold on. They are water.
Okay, okay.
Now Mario also has an accelerometer and a gyro. So if we walk on the water, you can see I actually get coins from the Lego. And you can also hear the footsteps. Let's see if I can just...
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It doesn't work if I hold it like this, because then it bends down.
Okay.
Mario, so we also use the accelerometer to jump. So if I, for instance, jump at a certain height, so if I jump like this high, Mario does the simple jump. If I jump a little bit higher, you also get the jump sound, and he's more excited. And if I jump all the way up to here,
yeah, yes.
he really likes that, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
He can also do like backflips. You can also make him nauseous. Oh, I just have to, hold on. I have to shake him.
Oh!
So he doesn't like that very much.
Yes, yes.
And then the color sensor also reads, besides color, it also reads the action bricks. As you can see here, this is the start brick. And again, I don't have the full assortment with me just yet. But for instance, the Piranha Plant Power Slide also has this action brick. So it's basically a barcode that Mario reads, and then he knows that he has a certain reaction. And the starter set comes with 7 of these, and then they are spread throughout our assortment. Then he has 2 AAA batteries, and that will last for 20 hours of play. And then finally, he has Bluetooth. And with Bluetooth, there's a button on the back, as you can see.
Yes.
So if you press it, he starts to connect. But don't have the companion app with me. But Mario basically connects to a companion app. Once you're all set up, you don't need the app to play, but you do need the app to set up the game. You need to update Mario. Also, all the building instructions for the entire line are digital. So you would need to download the app to get the building instructions. You also get videos of how to play. So you get a little video of how to get the most coins on the Piranha slider, or how to use all the challenges, how to defeat the enemies, etc. The app also has inspirational content. So for instance, new ideas for levels, new blueprints, levels created by Lego builders, levels created by Nintendo as well, and levels from the fans. Because with the app, you can also share your creation. So you basically take a picture and you attach your coin score, and then you can challenge a friend, like see how many coins your friend can have on the level that you built. Yeah, that is on the technology side.
Nice, nice. I love it. At the moment, he's tired. Okay.
If you leave him
he's
alone
tired,
for long enough.
Oh, he's asleep.
He actually starts sleeping.
¿Cuántos jugadores pueden jugar a este juego? ¿Pueden participar los padres o adultos?
So Lego Super Mario is a single player experience, you could say, but we know that a lot of fans of Mario are our age, and they now have kids, and they maybe even like older people. So we do expect that it's a family toy. You know, Lego is a family brand, and Mario is definitely as well a family gaming property. So we really hope that that friends and parents and kids are going to play together. And this it's also a Lego product that lends itself really well to it, because of Mario makes sounds, and you can see what you do to him, so you can easily share it. It's a very shareable experience. So we think that there's definitely going to be kids who are going to build really long levels for their parents to try when they come home from work. Now they are home from work already, but Maybe in a couple of months, the situation will be a bit more normal. So we think it's a very social experience, but right now it's just one Mario. Also, I think the challenges in the play are very intrinsically motivated. So you make your own challenge. It's like Super Mario Maker or Minecraft, where you can just go from start to finish with, and that's cheating, you could say, but that's really cheating yourself. It's because you're not having a lot of fun if you do that. So what Lego Super Mario is all about is coming up with ideas for levels, then building it, playing it yourself, and then asking somebody else to beat your coin score on that certain level, or to see how Mario gets a new reaction by doing something else.
¿Podríamos tener en un futuro un popurrí de piezas de Super Mario para dar rienda suelta a nuestra imaginación y crear libremente lo que queramos?
I can only share what we shared in the video so far, so I can't talk about anything we would do in the future. But the whole idea of the line is that you can make anything you want. There's no right or wrong. What we always say in the project is there's right and being a little bit more right. So we always try to encourage kids to and adults to to change up their levels and to try out new things. And we, of course, Mario tries his best to give a cool reaction to those. So what you can see in the video is that, hold on, I will just get here we go. So you can see that these bricks here, they are all part of a new system that we created. And they are basically modules that kids build. And then the modules themselves, you don't actually take apart, but because the plates, they can go underneath, as you can see. It's really easy to swap around the levels. So here you can see that each plate has like 4 exits or entries. So you can basically really quickly arrange a new level and build anything that you want. Or alternatively, you can also use your own bricks. So if you just have the colored bricks that Mario can read, then you can add those bricks to your levels.
¿Con qué otra IP te gustaría trabajar con Nintendo? ¿Kirby? ¿Metroid? ¿Donkey Kong? ¿Zelda, por ejemplo?
Yeah, of course, all of them.
All of them, yes.
Yeah. So, and of course, this is just a personal preference. So, again, I can't talk about anything that we can or would do in the future, or maybe won't do in the future. So right now we're working on Lego Super Mario and super excited about that. If I had my pickings, it would be between Zelda and Star Fox. Zelda, of course, because it has a lot of fans out there, and I also really love their games. But I'm a big fan of Star Fox, actually. So,
okay.
That would be to have the R-Wing in Lego. That would be fantastic.
Yes.
Y ahora una pregunta un poquito más personal. ¿A qué estás jugando actualmente?
I just finished to get almost all the moons in Odyssey.
Oh,
but
Odyssey.
I'm it's such a good game. I still every now and then pick it up. And with my friends, I play a lot of Dota 2.
Dota. Okay, yes.
On the PC. Because it's a really cool game and you can easily play it.
Anteriormente me comentaste que tu consola favorita era la GameCube. ¿Cuál es tu juego favorito de esta consola?
But my favorite game from the GameCube, that is probably Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I just love that game. Yeah, I played a lot of it. Yeah, but my favorite all-time game is probably Mario 64. But that was on the Nintendo 64. So but Star Wars Rogue Squadron was quite special. Yeah, I love that.
Nice.
Feel like Luke Skywalker. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. It was very nice to meet you, and look forward to your video.
Okay. Yes. Tomorrow.
All right. Great. Cool.
Yes.
Good luck editing.
Nice to meet you.
Así que chicos, hasta aquí la entrevista. Ha sido un placer absoluto contar con Jonathan Bennink y espero haber estado a la altura con estas preguntas. Así que chicos, si os ha gustado, darle a este vídeo un fuerte like y suscríbete a mi canal si queréis ver más contenido de Lego con Mario. Así que chicos, nos veremos en el próximo vídeo y también en riguroso directo. Ahora que tenéis mi canal por si queréis suscribiros, lo tenéis súper a mano. Y si no, aquí abajo tenéis otro vídeo más que te puede interesar. Ve a verlo, y segurísimo que te interesa. ¿Sí o no? ¿Vamos? Venga. Venga. Chicos, nos vemos. Hasta la próxima. Adiós. Bye, bye.